I can't lose my
This is the fun of sitting in line here, waiting to check in. Well, what do you think about this?
Twice, man. I'm not going to go through it 3 times. Bring it in.
John F. Kennedy said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. I'm just looking to do something for my country.
Hey, Carlos.
Hey, dude. You gonna sit there with that thing in my face all day?
That's it. I was waiting for some kind of comment. I guess I'm not going to get it.
Oh, okay, it's here. I saw yours earlier. Now it's my briefs. I got it. Okay.
No runs, no hits for error, no runs, no I'm a lean machine.
Can't go unless you're, I got some on.
Okay,
How many people?
Papers.
They want to run with that player. So why not?
You don't want to repeat just Here.
Hey, Chuck.
I
think I might have an extra one. Little girl.
got Richard. Do you know Richard cheese? Oh, congratulations. Oh.
I didn't have to take out the jacuzzi.
Big trial.
Wow.
Right. Yes, it was.
It's difficult.
Frank said you recognize over this.
Isn't that great?
Hurry up and wait.
Huh?
It's a hurry up and wait situation.
Yeah. Welcome to the Army.
Get to
Want them both?
I don't really care what you do.
Hey,
Third floor, up the outside stairs.
Will be the first one you come to when you want.
I gotta try this thing upstairs?
Yep.
Yeah, because you gotta be other.
You're gonna use it. You're gonna sleep in that sleeping bag.
There he is, all weighed in, ready to go.
Passed with 4 pounds to spare.
Wow, how'd you do that?
I'll never tell. Okay, let me see. Maybe I can get you to help me load this.
Bob Deming on here? Deming, Bob Deming? They must be together.
They're going in the, there's a band going also.
Yeah, I think they're in the band.
The other 3 teams are on the other post, right?
Yeah.
Which is their
Smile.
their collapse unit.
Hi, Tanya.
Probably the rescue specialist.
Last night? A little bit after Reamer shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, you know how the babbles on.
Communications is cool. We're all getting along great now.
So far.
Where they,
Let's see about the 5th day into it.
Compare this at the end.
Compare the video footage on the trip back.
Right.
You won't see any smiling faces.
It's none of the dogs got busted.
Oh, they do that?
Too much time on
Why Cabrera's squad? Are you picking on us already?
One musclehead and we're all muscleheads, right? Oh, okay. No, it's probably the shit truck.
Come on, man, what are you doing? Come on. on to Rescue 1. Make sure that they don't bring any gear with them. We don't need any pistol belts or holsters. USAR Rescue 2, you found me? I read that.
Right here. What do you want? You done with our back?
Everybody back to the air conditioning. We're down, okay, squad 3. Everybody back to the air conditioning. Squad 3! We need to do something. We'll call back another.
And don't pick up any shit. Hey.
Task Force 1 and Task Force 2 are sending the squads back.
Joe, good job.
Take off.
Good job.
Good job, Pete. You want us to move the truck? Get it out of there.
No, we might have that close, so we might have to get out.
Here to Task Force 1. Can you meet me out by the trailer?
Coming back with another bus, I guess, huh?
The bus is pulling away. Is Padron on that bus?
Big boy's still getting their little plane.
Yeah, I see that.
Are you guys liking me yet? Hey, Sumner. Get me on like that.
Walkmans, or radio cassette players once we reach our cruising altitude. We're going to go over a few safety areas right now that you need to be familiarized with, so if everybody can just look up here or look back there, Sergeant Steele, he'll do your demo for you on the oxygen mask. Our aircraft is pressurized for your comfort. If a loss of pressurization occurs, a warning horn will sound, and these lights that I'm flicking off and on will become bright, as they are now. And at that time, you would reach over your shoulder, and you would remove the oxygen mask from the container, and to do that,
This is the inside of our tents. There's my rack right there, the messy one. This is one tent. We got 2 sleeping tents.
Com 2, Com 1.
Yep, that's somebody calling me. Guy. Com 1 this is, Com 2. Actually, I guess we have 4 sleeping tents. Another one. Our logistics tent. Just behind me here, command tent and the comp tent. See, it is air cooled, not air conditioned. A bunch of the guys getting ready for our ready alert pallets, quick response pallets. Got to be ready to respond to the quick response team within 30 minutes. Sorry, antenna. One of them. That's the comm tent and command tent. Many methods of getting around. And there's other tents.
Get that marker? Marker. Big black marker. I gave it to I got it right here.
There's other teams. There's the Indiana team right over here.
You want logistics 1. Go ahead, where you at?
That's our dining trucks.
I just saw them walk through here.
Say good morning, guy.
Good morning. How you doing, Chuck?
I still got a headache, man.
All that party. Hey, Joe, what's up, buddy?
Do you think I took a piss this morning, so I can't be too dehydrated? So I got a whopper of a headache.
Five more days.
Oh yeah, I'll make it.
Yeah, I started to last night. Too warm, it's hot at the presses.
It's our mess hall. It's our catering truck.
So that's where you're going to shower?
inside the chow hall.
They match too. Usually one's larger than the other though, you know? Hair is black. Yeah, one that's shorter. Dogs know what to do, or you have to start to train them.
Alright. Ready? Let's do it. Quiet down. Listen up. I just wanted to tell you guys.
Now listen up.
Come on down here. For some reason, I'm kind of not in a good mood right now. But I'm going to start this off by saying you guys have done a hell of a job the last couple of days. Proud of you. You look good. You've done a lot of work. You busted your ass. We've heard like no whining. I love that. Doing real good.
No whining in public.
Yeah, no whining in public. You can whine in your dreams, and, you know. But no, you've done real good, and I've got to commend you for that. You guys look really, really good.
If you'll understand the influence you've had already, Indiana is now out of shorts and in long pants. Okay? I mean, look at the flag.
They're mad at us.
It's getting bigger as we move to the north, the flags. I mean, we've had a tremendous influence on people.
No, I think you've done real well. You know, it's not our normal mode of operation. You know, on the departments, we're kind of laxed, not like we used to be, and it's just a natural tendency to want to be that way. And I'm glad that you guys have bought into the fact that, you know, it's a little different operation here. We're on display for one thing. We've got something to prove, basically. Prove to ourselves for one thing, and prove to these other teams that, hey, we are real. You got to realize too, we've done all of this without any of that federal money. The only money we've gotten is $50,000 really from the Opal deployment, and that didn't get us a whole lot. So everything we've done together as a team has been through your efforts and our efforts and our perseverance. So you guys have done well.
Waiting on calm transportation.
I'm really proud of what you've done. Now,
We're waiting on you.
let's get into some issues. Minor issues, but issues nonetheless. Command post. Well, before we get into that, if we're going to do something, let's do it right. This flag raising ceremony was an embarrassment to me. That kind of pushed me over the edge this morning. I'm kind of calmed down now, but I don't ever want to see us do something like that again. If we're going to do it, I want to do it right. It looked like a joke. Came out here, I mean, for one thing, the American flag and a flag raising ceremony, we're out here milling about, and it looked really bad to me. And here, I'm looking over here in Virginia, standing out there watching us, and I can only imagine what was going through their minds. And then when we go and we're laughing, making a joke out of something that's serious, I mean, that's serious. And then the thing falls down. I mean, if we're going to do it, let's do it right. Enough said about that? Whatever it is. It's not just flag raising. Whatever. If we do it, let's do it right. Because like I said, we're on display. Command post. I don't want people coming through the command post anymore. Okay? Only the team managers are allowed in the command post. If you have a communications issue and you've cleared it through your manager, go to the rear of the tent and stand there at the door, and the communications guys will come to you. Okay? We've made that a traffic throughway recently. People walking through there, and it's creating a dust problem. We got computers up and running in there.
I don't know where she's at. I mean, I'm early.
No more of that. Another issue was lights. From now on, in the tent, lighting will go out at 10 o'clock in the tents. So if you're going to stay up later than that, you better bring a little flashlight with you so you can find your bunk. There's people that want to go to sleep earlier than 11. Now, lighting outside. These two lights in the middle got to stay on until 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, lights out everywhere, other than a little flashlight. If you want to read or something, it's after 10, go outside. Okay? It's just respect for, you know, we're out of that mode. We used to have to live like that when we had open dorms in the fire station. Now we got these nice little cubicles and you can do just about anything you want in them and not bother anyone. Well, we're not in that mode here. Everybody's got to sleep next to their neighbor, and we got to have some respect. But safety is a #1 issue, and those lights got to stay on outside until 11 o'clock when it's official lights out time. The command post is going to be operational all day until 11 o'clock. We may have to stay in there and do some other work. The tech info people are going to be responsible for securing that area at 11 o'clock, unless communications or command is doing something in there, and then we'll secure it. And we're going to talk. We've got to clear that up with our people inside the command post. Radios. We go on the air at 7:30. Go off the air at 10. Okay, and that was some confusing for me. I didn't know when to, really, we didn't say anything. So from here on out, 7:30 we go on the air, 10 o'clock radios can go off. That coincides with the lights out. Yeah, we're gonna post those on the bulletin boards. I guess obviously everybody's seen the bulletin boards, front and rear. They look pretty good. We posted a dining room hours because I know some people want to do some exercise and things like that during some of those meal times. Remember that they don't serve a long time, so you got to work that out. We're also trying to post a daily schedule of activities. That'll be there in case you want to know what's going on. Your managers are going to tell you specifically if you've got somewhere you got to be at a certain time. We're starting to get into an area where we're going to have joint training with the other task forces. There's going to be individual training that's like the K-9 handlers are going to be involved with joint training on their own. We've got individuals that are scheduled to go to certain classes that they haven't had yet. We've got, our structural engineer will be conducting a joint class today, this evening, right? Tomorrow morning. John's going to go over the training schedule tomorrow. Okay, let's try to clear up the shorts issue. Shorts are for after hours, not for dinner, not for meals. Wear our uniforms to meals. If after hours you're in your shorts and you're in your uniform shirt and you're laying in your bed and you say, hey, I want something to drink, tea or something, you can go on down there and get it. Not with flip-flops. The flip-flops are only authorized from here down to the showers and back. If you go anywhere in your shorts, it's got to be with tennis shoes on, at minimum. Okay? Any questions? Any not clear on?
Just department shirts. It was on the list.
Oh, department shirts you can wear during PT. If you're sleeping, if you're laying in your bunk. If you come out, if you're going to sit out there at the tables like at night, prefer you to be in your uniform shirt and shorts and your tennis shoes. Okay?
Department shirts only?
No, for PT you can wear just about any shirt, plain type shirt. You can wear a tank top, remember that. You can wear a department type tank top, you can wear a department type t-shirt, you can wear a V-neck white t-shirt if you want to. Nothing outrageous, nothing with the sleeves cut. It's got to be, you know, look appropriate. The shorts can be anything pretty much. I hate using that word anything because then, you know, we get stretched to the limits there. We don't want any packages hanging out one side or the other when you're running around here. There's a lot of women running around here, so we don't want that happening.
Now, PT, you're talking about physical training or personal time wearing t-shirt?
PT. PT, personal time. If you're outside, you're going to be in a uniform shirt and your shorts and tennis shoes.
Right, but if you're doing physical training, you can wear...
Then you can wear what I just told you.
Okay, very good.
Okay?
Any questions on that?
No.
I got it. A couple things before I get.
Let me tell you about.
I'll get to that later.
You got the just a minute. The shadeless times there. It's an excellent effort by Red Dog to put that up. This is pretty comical. I got a kick out of it last night.
Cover reporters.
That's a hell of a
Watch
job.
what you say. That's all I can tell you.
I suggested we have a Who Said That contest and see who could get the most quotes. Guess who made the most comments on the thing. So maybe by the end of this thing, we'll have something like that and let you guys do something. The shorts issue from here on out should be a dead issue. There's no way in the world we could get uniform type shorts in enough time. But we're going to consider it for the next, to include it as part of our cash. And they will be uniform. There'll be something similar to this or something similar to what Rick Earl had on, those Supplex type shorts with the cargo pockets and all that. So we're considering that.
Just going to reason why. Congressional delegation.
Well, obviously we can't wear them from here on out. First of all, we've had a positive influence on certain teams. Second of all, there is going to be the VIPs coming through here in the next few days. Going to be unbelievable, which is great for us. I mean, this is a fortunate. It's before the actual Olympics. I think during the actual Olympics, you won't see much happening around here. Now is when they're going to come through here and see our operation. So we got to be on our tiptoes. We want to look good, act appropriately. Maybe we'll get some more funding for the program. That's the key for this whole thing to make it work. Is we need more funding nationwide. So if they see it as a viable program and they don't see a bunch of goofballs, you know, we might be able to get some money out of this. So that's why the shorts really became a dead issue anyway.
To the sign makers.
Sign makers did a hell
Guys
of a
who
job.
did the signs, you did a hell of a job.
Yeah, well, just for everything, you guys have done a hell of a job. All the effort, just to make this place our little little home.
All right, I got a couple of things. The IST meeting this morning. This is a restricted pedestrian area and driving area. Anytime that we are utilizing any of our vehicles for any purpose in this area, the vehicles are to have their hazard warning lights on, and the only accepted speed is a crawl speed. They've had a couple of situations where people have almost gotten struck or hit. There's a lot of activity going on next door to us today because they're trying to set up their base of operations. So again, ISD has established that if we're going to use the vehicles assigned to us until we're out of the perimeter, it's flashing lights and crawl speed. Item number 2, please remember that there's a chain of command to follow. Even if you're going to see somebody, please remember, if you remember what happened over on Key Biscayne, we had one entrance in and one entrance out, and a log master there to take care of that. We don't have that here. We're very open. So if you're going to leave site for a purpose or because of a concern or an issue, please be sure that the chain of command, your immediate supervisor knows it. What you may not understand is not only are these team managers filling out operation reports for the day, but there's an ongoing chronological itinerary of every movement that we make, every call that comes in, every issue that we're addressing, because that's what gets reported back to FEMA at the end. That's part of our after-action plan to them. So again, it has to be kicked all the way up the line. It may seem like duplication, but it really isn't, because if I try and add something into the chronological 2 days from now, there's something that I read on yesterday's operation report, we're out of sync. All right? Weather, which we saw yesterday, is an example of how the system works. IST let us know when there was a weather warning, a weather watch, and within a couple of minutes right after that, they gave us a weather warning. What is going to occur in the future after the IST meeting this morning was, we will leave it with our safety officers to be sure that IST knows inclement weather that they may not have on radar. They're sitting there watching radar and radar only. They're on the Weather Channel looking for the reds, the greens, and the yellows. They're not looking out here for the lightning strike that occurs. If it's lightly drizzling and the safety people feel like we can continue an operation, whatever it may be under those circumstances, it's up to their call. If they see something that hasn't been reported to IST, that information is to be relayed directly to. And that's for all three task forces. In other words, we're watching out for ourselves. But the bottom line is we've got a little bit more control over our functions during weather, and it's being left with the safety officers. All right. The training schedule for today not only includes the entire joint task force training that's going to take place between, I guess it's 1300 and 1600, but this morning from 11 o'clock until noon is a CISD module being given by the Indiana Task Force. And through Pete Smalley's review of the documents, we find that Art Wolf, Dr. Cantwell, Gomez, Gooch, Lorber, Sakata, Shaw, and Sorrentino do not have that off of the basic requirements yet. At 11 o'clock this morning, and I'll find out from you, I think it's in the main assembly hall, but at 11 o'clock this morning, those people will be TDY'd over to the training session to get rid of that requirement. There is a hazmat requirement being given, and recognizing that most everybody, it was a basic requirement to be sure that that took place before deployment. One of our doctors will be attending that for 2 hours each night for the next 4 nights, so that that gets signed off also. So in other words, there's also some other training that's going on. But our training schedule for today, and I'm going to turn it over to Ron at the end, is going to work on the rapid deployment operation that's been established. That'll take place this morning. We'll be dealing with the CISD class. We will be dealing with later on this afternoon the formalized training, and we will be dealing with a couple of training issues tonight. There are some individual training sessions that will be taking place from 7 o'clock to 9 tonight for task force leaders, planning officers, safety officers, and tech info officers. The rest of the team will be stood down after dinner. All right? So again, we will continue to update that training schedule as we get information. Keeping that in mind, we have assigned a training officer from this team that will work with IST and all of the training needs that you may have or that they may be making us aware of, and that will be Mike Reamer. Anybody that will be conducting training needs to see Mike for their needs, and anybody that has any ideas about training needs to see Mike. Mike?
Well, one other thing, if you guys want to do individual training, just make a note and let me know the times that it is. They might want to incorporate some other teams, or if you want to just do it by yourself, that's fine, but they just want to know about it because they want to document all the training for like the FEMA record that we've been doing stuff. So if you want to do anything like as a small group, like later this evening, or if you want to do hall systems or whatever, that's no problem, but we just need to know about it, and I can just, make them aware. It doesn't have to be anything formal, just a quick note, and I'll make them aware.
Any questions on what we're talking about with regards to training? Remember, IST's primary mission for this 4 weeks with these 3 task forces is number 1, an activation status should something occur, and number 1A is training. The ability and the opportunity for people to train and train together and train consistently. So that's the mode that we're in now, because as they like to say, the balloon is not up. If the balloon goes up today, this task force is first out the door. I'm talking rapid deployment and the first task force deployment. All right? And I don't know for how many, he never did give us an answer for that, did he?
3 days.
It's for 3 days at a time. So this team will be Red Dog first out for the next 3 days.
Well, actually, no, he did not. He did not.
The
say
doctors
that.
are 3.
The doctors are 3 days.
And we're not sure what the rotation is for the deployment. But today is us anyway. That's the guarantee.
Say again, please.
Today is the day that we are first up out the door for rapid deployment and first task force into Atlanta. We don't know if that's for more than 1 day at a time, or whether it will be for a period of time. We do know that the doctors are on medical call for 3 days starting today. And we'll get back with you on the other issue. Any questions on what we discussed up to this point? Yes, sir.
Just one thing on it. We're trying to figure out when we may want to do an in-house training session with one of the teams that may affect that as far as not wanting to start breaking the cash down.
Correct.
We're first out right now today, but tomorrow we can lax that.
Which is a concern that I'm going to have when we start talking about the training for today. Breaking things out may have to be kind of thought of, that it has to be back on the pallet, ready to go when the chopper lands out there.
if you find out tomorrow's not going to be the same situation, we may hold off and wait till tomorrow.
All right. We'll work on it. Yes, sir.
If you're on your downtime, you can attend some of these other training sessions if you want, if you're like, you're not the safety officer.
Certain training sessions are specific for people. Other training sessions, if you'll check through your through the chain of command, we'll make that decision up at the command post. But I see no reason. Again, all the training we can get, whether it be from within ourselves or from outside, is an absolute plus. And any training that we can give outside is another plus for us. And that's what we're shooting to do. All right? Anything else on training? Yes, sir.
I'm not on training.
Okay. Before we get to okay.
Why don't you ask if there's anybody else that would like to put on a class?
As I said, anybody who has any training desires, needs, or wants, or ideas, please see Mike Reamer.
And we're thinking about doing that in the evening, make it optional, just whoever wants to attend. Maybe have a module each night. If anybody's saying, I guess it's not required. If you want to go running or do whatever, that's fine. If you want to attend the training, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Dr. Heinisch has medical situations he wants to discuss with us. There he is. I'm sorry. How come he doesn't have to have a hat on? He wants to say Go ahead.
I realize the glare.
He's about to tell us about hydration, sunscreen, and shade. Watch this.
I realize the layer. No, actually, Tooth, I just want you to know the medics will be back at the tent going through their gear, reorganizing the big thing. So if you have a problem, if it's minor, just wander up there. We'll see you anytime. If there's an acute emergency, somebody goes down, we have first aid and a medical kit in here. The paramedics that are on scene with the rescue teams and the other teams will be the first ones. We all have radios, so be sure to get on the radio and let us know, and then we can come running from the tent where we're at. The other thing is I want to squelch some rumors about the medical section about recommending that people go home. We did not recommend that the flag raising team go home just because they've been having problems getting it up. I think they've got it solved.
Anything else medical-wise?
There is one thing that you need to realize, that there is no one covered for liability here for treating anybody. There is no one covered here for treating anybody liability-wise except the 4 paramedics and the 2 doctors. We are out of the state of Florida. We are not covered by our licenses in the state of Florida. So keep that in mind.
Well, one other thing, the call signs, Medic 1, Medic 2 are the doctors, and then the 4 medics also have radios. Medical Specialist 1, Medical Specialist 2, 3, and 4.
All right, we have that posted in the command post. I'll get those out here on the board also. Yes, sir.
Is the shower hygiene, is that a safety or a medical question?
That's
Those showers are a mud pit. I don't think they clean them. Even if they gave us the equipment, I think most guys would throw a mop in there before they walk in. If a fungus gets attached to that shower, everybody's going to get it. Athlete's foot sort of thing. Could you see if somebody could get
It's an IST problem. It's an IST problem.
Give us the tools to clean it however they want to handle it.
Other items?
Nail scrub broken with the sinks by the bathroom. Can't really get your hands because it's got grease or paint on it.
Okay.
Do we have little nail brushes in the med cache? I think we have a couple, but nothing to hand out.
Other issues, questions? Safety, anything for today? Weather-wise, all we're aware of is clear and hot. Again, a possibility of later on this afternoon showers. I can't trust radar. I don't know how to read it up here because we were pretty sure that something was going to come through here after 9:30 last night and it didn't materialize. So the briefing that we have this morning is just another day in Georgia. Other questions? Safety? All right. Dan Feeney, one in a moment of our time.
Where's Eddie?
Firefighter Trapero from Key Biscayne. Would you step forward, please?
Did you get hurt
Hold
or
your
something?
breath because we really don't want you breathing on us. But
Come on,
step forward.
Trapero,
He is standing. He is standing.
He's got, it's a new position. I think he's achieved something that nobody else has achieved.
We've established established by IST. They're printing it this morning. They're supposed to get it down. All of those issues are supposed to be addressed.
Okay.
We 3 of us do not know what any of that means, and as soon as
Hopefully we'll be aware of it before the helicopter is hovering over.
I can guarantee you that if that occurs, I do not want these things sitting here for pickup because we'll destroy this whole area right in here. But again, we're waiting for that procedure to come in. We have an opportunity. Remember something. We're here first. We have an opportunity to refine anything that's been established beforehand. And we will review that with the people that have put together our procedure. We will take a look at it. We will make recommendations. We just don't have it in hand yet. Okay? Anything else?
I have one issue. We're going to relax the no whining rule for about 10 minutes here. If anybody would like to whine for a few minutes? Let's get it over with early.
Hey,
Wait a minute, is this a group whine?
Turn the cameras off.
Turn the cameras off.
It's a group whine. Let's all hold hands.
Before we get to that, one more thing, please, and it's my fault. The backpacks, your helmets, your vests, your canteens, please, rock and roll time, okay? We are first up. At the foot of your bed, so that no matter what's happening, if we're in a training session or anything else, you go there, you get dressed, and you get ready to report, okay? I'm sure it's already done. It's just a reminder. It's more for me than it is for you all.
Is that what the box trucks are being utilized for? Throw our packs in and follow those trucks are our disposal?
We've got that.
Okay.
Excellent idea.
Okay.
I don't want to give him credit for it. I've done it.
All right, everybody sit down.
Stand up, sit down.
Sit down.
He doesn't want y'all taller than him.
You're going to be here a while. You can stand if you want.
What happened to the whining period? That was over.
That's all you got.
Don't you feel better there?
Right about that. What if I need to go. ISP logistics was supposed to meet. I was supposed to meet.
Go.
Oh
yeah. Go.
Okay.
Yeah, get your bike. We'll need you back here in about 30, 45 minutes.
About 10, 15
Okay. All right. We're going to talk about the quick response pallets team. First, just want to let everybody know you did a good job yesterday packing those pallets. We had about 3 hours to do it in. Went over a little bit, but that just to give you an idea what's going to happen when we get deployed. We got 6 hours to be out of here with all our equipment and our personal gear. And you know, it takes time coming in and having to check in and getting processed and packing all the gear and then packing it down at the Air Force Base.
How much personal gear are you talking about? You're not talking about your duffel bag, just your
Backpack, yeah. Okay. So just give you how much time it's going to take. So I just wanted to tell everybody you did a good job. Thanks. I know at first it was kind of chaotic because we're trying to figure it out. And like I said yesterday, this is the first time that
It's on a nice cloudy day. At least it's cool. Camp Shadeless, they call this place. Well, I gotta go over to that tent there and finish a class.
A basic understanding of how to conduct a proper shoring size up. We should be able to identify locations for proper shoring placement. We should understand the shoring key concept and identify key positions and purposes, along with having a basic understanding of the different types of shoring component parts and related equipment. There are many types of building construction that certainly we're going to run into, certainly at a disaster site. We're going to look at some overheads that typically deal with mainly earthquake situations, but certainly in terrorism acts or hurricanes, certainly we can run into solid based in. And life-threatening construction is typically what hurricanes do the most damage to. You can see here there are certain hazards associated with that. And if I might point out where you see the axes, this is an important feature you need to look at beside that. You can see where axes are, and that's to give you a hint that something's happening.
How do we determine the lengths of these? Well, as far as the Indiana Task Force is concerned, we use what's called a 3-4-5 method.
we have a wall with a bulge or a bulge in it, let's say the floor joist is pushing this wall out at this point, we come in with our wall plate and the raker. We're going to put the raker at this point because the floor is forcing this wall out. Now, how are we going to determine these lengths? Well, it's 3, 4, and 5. Everyone see how we did it? What this gives us is a degree of approximately 53 degrees. Why do we want 53 degrees? The optimum angle of the raker is 45 degrees.
And now I'm in the mess hall. I don't know if I took pictures here before. Carlos.
Having fun?
Yeah, I'm just trying to take some pictures so I can get back and show it around. A lot of people don't know what the hell we do. They have no idea what this...
So how does zooming in and me help them to understand that?
Well, it gets rid of the white. There's so much white in the background that you look black. Yeah, really, man.
Here, do this.
Oh, that's not gonna help. You know, the problem is it backlights you. You look like a silhouette. And here's some of the Indiana boys on this side of the room. Fairfax County.
And I mean, everybody else is around their favorite game. That was left and right. But you know, yeah. That's a legend. We haven't had too many long. I'd have loved to see that fish's boat. It's huge. Oh, it's huge. But you know, and then they blame the push. They're real in this, but his ass. He's blaming the captain. Go.
What are these guys teaching here? Oh, technical search. These are seismic devices.
Just goes out, so that's what makes this one easier. You can do the grid work as compared to ours.
Who wants to try it?
You're gonna do it.
You too?
Yeah.
Okay, look that way. All right. You the security man, don't
Yeah, you can't look.
I thought they were getting squirted.
Oh, look. You can't look. Oh, Sam, they look too comfortable hanging up that forklift.
Okay.
Ray, don't look. Oh.
All right, security man.
Okay, you can look.
You want a training one?
Annie, you okay? You okay?
Training one, go ahead.
Are you a tech search guy or just...
Start off with the tilt. For my safety guys. Sometimes you have to lift the dogs. Our dogs, and I'm sure your dogs are the same. We train with our dogs for rappelling. We do 8 to 10 story rappels. We do helicopter rappels with the dogs. We do simple lifts. Okay, now she's going through our feet. Okay, what we're going to do is just show you how the dog will be comfortable in the harness. What you see here, I'm sure, goes for the Virginia dogs too and the Indiana dogs, is we all train basically the exact same. Okay, we can't start the forklift. One of the things we try to do is you got to make it happy and fun for the dog, so we play with the dog, but the dog.
Oops, sorry about that. I didn't realize that was your foot.
That's a good girl. A little bit of positive reinforcement for the dog. But the dog go lightweight, or does the dog go girl? Cold. This is a problem we discussed with this harness. It was designed wrong. We always, if you all are rigging a dog for us, we always want the dog to be slightly heads up. We do not want the dog to be head low. We want the dog to be head up. Unfortunately, as you can see, these things weren't designed properly.
Calm and placid, huh?
Yeah, well, that's part of the reason why we did this, was to show you all what we need. Because the harnesses are designed, we've got custom-made ones that we use for our dogs. Unfortunately, these are some Ray Allen specials that were bought at the last minute. The ones that we've got, you can literally go inverted with the dog, and the dog will not fall out of the harness. So what we need out of the rescue specialist is to be able to rig it where the dogs will be slightly head angled up. The padding here, make sure that doesn't choke out the dog. Now, that's part of the problem we saw with this one. If we hook this short strap up, it chokes the dog out. So you know what we'll be doing when we get back is sending these back to Ray Allen. But we make it happy for the dog, pet the dog. If the dog has a toy or a treat, we'll sit there and let the dog hang for 5, 10, 15 minutes and play with the dog. Quite honestly, what we watch for, see if the legs are shaking, see if the dog is scared. If the dog's scared, we just come up, give her a little bit of reinforcement. That's my good girl, yeah. And play with the dog. When you have to lift a dog from point A to point B, if you're running the crane, one of the things that we would prefer you to do is do a light lift. In other words, you're not snatching it off the ground. You have to do just like he did. Let the dog feel the weight go out from underneath him slowly. Dogs, in addition to already being operational as a wilderness dog, the dogs have to be operational either a wilderness dog or some other specialty within an authorized or certifying agency before they come here. So it's not like the dog is taking this pet. The dog off the street. The dog's already got to be working for somebody doing search and rescue work before they come out here. Did you guys have somebody that can do a little bit of obedience? Just simple healing? If you'd like to, I'm trying to mix it up, a couple of dogs from each task force. What we try to do is make sure that we get rid of all the competition. We're all here to do the same job. You guys may have TF1 on you guys, we may have FL-2, doesn't matter. We get into an operation, the dogs have to work together, the handlers have to work together, the rescue specialists, everybody has to work together. That's one of the things we're trying to show, trying to make sure that we continue to push is working together on it. Well, she's getting her dog. Are there any questions?
Brooke, ready? Yeah. Forward. Right turn. Right turn. Left turn. Back. Whoa. Whoa. Forward. Turn. Left turn. Whoa. You got a down day, leave your dog.
On your pack? Jack's on your pack?
Yeah, the search guy.
You got a short piece in the back?
Training 3 to operations. Operations, go ahead. Now, do we have a pallet en route? Trying to get to the PD task force now.
First, the helicopter. You got a
Knocking up those bags. I'm contacting Virginia Task Force.
Cool, Chuck. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Why don't you show your feet walking? Hey. Where you going? Can't see past my stomach. Going in the air now?
Yeah. We're staging in the air conditioning. Tech team.
Come on, logistics. There's a medical response. Come on, Hammer. Come on in, guys. Be safe.
Thank you, thank you. I'll stay right here. This is my spot. Fly around a 360 and come back. I'm not going to do any drastic maneuvers or anything else.
I heard we're going to rappel out of it, right?
Yeah, right.
Tracy, what?
Where's Tech?
Let's do it right here.
We're spread across the back.
Yeah.
Squad one. What?
Next.
You got here. I got my monitors and all
Ops, are you going to want to ride up there? ISD ops, come in. ISD ops, go ahead.
Where's Tech team?
We're here.
Coming down. Then on our way.
You're right.
Break range.
This guy's been watching Stripes too much. They ruined it right there.
Watch it. Watch on.
Thank you, thank you. I mean, that only fell once.
Yeah, we don't want both medics going or both doctors.
Medics! Put that canine with that one over there, right?
This group looks small.
It's about 140 degrees out here.
The Russians
Hot as a bitch. That's what we're gonna be flying.
Oh yeah, that's good. You gotta press like a gorilla.
And that's the hazmat dude.
Right, fall in by your squad.
A minute, spread out, guys.
How many dogs are going to be per load? Two.
Okay. Any questions right off the bat?
Pop in them. Female in.
Okay. I'm just going to go through this thing, and if it applies to us, I'll say something about it. My name is Warrant Officer Michaels. I'll be one of the pilots up front.
You got your shoulder harness.
These are the big ones. And on the sides. It's best to do the sides first. That way, when you tighten this thing up, you don't bring it up to here. It does you no good. You just got to stay down here and just start grabbing. Pretty much that's it. And then after everybody's strapped in, the last two guys will throw the packs in. Everybody will grab their pack. And to get out of it, you just twist this thing. Like this, it all releases, and you just get out. But you guys probably just...
On YouTube.
Come on, get in. Everybody's fine here. Everybody get in. You're out. Come here, Tiny.
Beautiful, man. Nothing short of beautiful. Throw some pitch in those blades. want to ride on?
This guy's good. And we want to go on the crazy guy. The last guy, man. He's the cool one.
Sit up, guys.
Yeah, well, we didn't think about that. This is a New Year's, Christmas Eve dinner.
That's what I heard. I heard they have so many fires down there.
You heard
town
747 was down there.
No,
that's the riot.
No, is it?
No. Flew up at 7,500 feet. Came down in a ball of flames.
I do a lot of
10 miles off of Long Island. It was headed towards Charles de Gaulle Airport in France.
Do they bury them in?
Yeah, they had a private pilot that flew through the smoke plume. It was 7,500 feet. Yeah. That's got to be terror attack. Good target.
Right. So how long would that normally take?
So,
everything was right. 8 hour range. About 4 hours. Really? Right. That's not bad.
Special duty at the airport.
And you cover them up too? Like we couldn't take it any longer. Put it in somebody's bed.
Look out!
this is the pig roast. Last night for Indiana.
Thanks up, guys.
There's still pig foot in there.
I sewed up.
You saw it? Oh, you can sew it up?
Yeah, I don't think that'll help him though.
No, I think it's beyond that. And this is the pig head. That's my shadow. All right. Boink, boink.
Wait till we let me take
Let's see you kiss it, Joel.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Go this far to me.
You guys are still working away on that thing.
This is a great. I mean, from what we were hearing,
You guys gonna make some chicharroni out of that?
You know what? Some trauma scissors would be great right now.
Some what?
Yeah.
Talk to him. Talk to some of that medical dudes. We'll give you some.
What is it?
Trauma scissors.
Oh, trauma scissors.
Right.
Biggest birthday party Steve ever had. Bring it on.
Happy birthday.
Portion.
This is Virginia Task Force 1's encampment. Little overview of the outside. We have tents over tents. This is the inside.
Just kind of stand.
My pleasure, sir. Good friend Jerome, who's been doing this for the last 5 days. He's supposedly EMS. If I get hurt bad, he'll help me. Here, Nan. Feel neat, organized. Big fan. We've got air conditioning units. There's one right there. That's God sent.
Victor, Virginia Task Force, don't forget to be at the training tent at 13.
The front of ours, we got a little umbrella tent there.
Phone number. 3280.
Our tent there. We got another one there. There's a total of 4 there. Then over here we got our communications, first aid, and communications, which is mine. Here's my home away from home.
Hey,
Hello,
welcome to
Stevie.
Camp Roanoke.
Sort
North
of,
to south, can't get in, can't get out.
And washed.
The Macombo Washing Company.
Yeah, really. There's my satellite phone. That's my baby. I tried to call you today, Nan, but you weren't home.
ETA back to the bill. 15.
Our command tent.
You know, Amanda, I talked to quite a few fans out here today, and they told me that they were so overwhelmed when they saw the Olympic flames. And a lot of people say they really
Task
don't
Force
know
leader.
what it's like, you know, until you actually see it, and you don't know how it's going to affect you until you see it. But I have to tell you, it is an incredible feeling, and it is so overwhelming.
My
It is
communication
truly an
hookup.
experience you'll never forget. Reporting live from Northeast Atlanta, I'm Shirley Washington. I understand my colleague Connor Bracken is standing by in Chapter 5. Connor, how's it going up there? Well, Shirley, some of those minds
Extremely hot today.
take down.
From Florida, they're getting ready to leave. They leave tomorrow. Three task forces are here. Six area. That's a poor Florida guy wanting to go home. We got intercom system, water coolers. And these are homemade dryers. The vents from the AC units in a tent. We hang our clothes inside the box. Works well. And there's your little brush, James. Combinations weren't that bad, but my fun meter is starting to wear out.
I don't think we did that good a job, but hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, this is our ride back. Air Force One.
Rescue 1 to Command 1.
That might confiscate that tape from you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the ride.
Come on. Y'all be careful now.
Thank you, thank you.
141, guys.
Back of
There you go. That's
Oh,
good.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, you bet.
Things on this side, the wheel well. Rest of it, I think, is all down that side. Now, it's all towards the back. Towards the back on the other side. Good? What's it, buddy? I feel good, though. On the other side.
Here, you can take a picture of me.
One side, you got all the bells.
Radios for us.
A little bit of different flavor. You won't know many beauty things about this.
Okay, the sooner we get everybody seated, the sooner we can start the break and get out of Dodge.
Gotta get a seat, Charlie. You're losing.
Hey.
Move on.
You told me to. Hey, Vic. Here, Charlie, don't pout. Okay, does everybody have earplugs? You don't have earplugs, stick up your hand, please. All right, everybody's got earplugs. Okay, I just want to start off by saying welcome aboard. It's going to be about an hour and a half flight. For your safety, we request you comply with the personal advisory signs located on the cargo compartment sidewalls and the forward bulkhead over here. Those nasty non-smoking and seatbelt signs. C-17 is equipped for emergency ground exits. Primary exit is the one which you came in, the crew entry door. Directly across from it, we have another exit, forward escape hatch. All the way at the back of the aircraft, where the ramp starts to go up, there's doors on either side. Those will be another option for an exit. And if something catastrophic happens, we can blow down the ramp and everybody's just going to go out in the hole in the back of the aircraft. We'll open up that. Okay, the aircraft is pressurized for your comfort. If a loss of pressurization should occur, oxygen masks should drop from the ceiling above your heads, for those of you on the sidewalls. Those of you in the center line seats, those little doors are going to open up. You're just going to have to reach up in there and grab the masks out. Once the masks drop, grab the mask, pull it firmly to the fullest extent of the cord to start to flow the oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. For some reason, the masks don't drop. You'll find these nice green little bags underneath your seats if you're on the sides of the aircraft. As you go ahead and grab the bag, pull the yellow tab, that will open up the pouch and you'll find your mask in there. Place the mask firmly over the nose and mouth, secure it with the elastic strap, and go ahead and give the green apple a good tug, and that'll start your flow of oxygen. You'll be able to breathe normally with that. Okay, the lavatory on the aircraft is located up here in the forward part of the aircraft. Please do not use the facility until you have been cleared to move around. That'll be cruise about 15 minutes into the flight. Okay, I want to make sure everybody has their earplugs. It does get rather noisy back here, about 87 to 90 decibels, so we recommend you use the earplugs.
I'll do a walk around right now. That's when we get there. That one don't there yet?
Turbulence.
Yeah, cool. Oh, you're the one that got the jump seat. Yeah, you learned from Ron.